2025 meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Bonnick.
Here.
Ms. Bonnick is present. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman is present. Mr. Maffucci.
Here.
Mr. Maffucci is present. Ms. McIntyre. Ms. McIntyre is present. Mr. Morris. Mr. Morris is excused. Mr. Sinclair. Mr. Sinclair is present. Chairwoman Hughes-Smith.
Here.
Chairwoman Hughes-Smith is present.
Thank you. We'll begin with a little reflection on The Uninhabitable Earth by David Wallace Wells. We're really deep in on page 11. The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change offers the gold standard assessments of the state of the planet and the likely trajectory for climate change. Gold standard, in part, because it is conservative, integrating only new research that passes the threshold of inarguability. If we take action on emissions soon, all of the commitments made in the Paris Accords, but nowhere yet actually implemented, we are likely to get about 3.2 degrees of warming, or about 3 times as much warming as the planet has seen since the beginning of industrialization. Bringing the unthinkable collapse of the planet's ice sheets not just into the realm of the real, but into the present. That would eventually flood not just Miami and Dhaka, but Shanghai and Hong Kong and 100 other cities around the world. The tipping point to that collapse is said to be around 2 degrees. According to several recent studies, even a rapid cessation of carbon emissions could bring us that amount of warming by the end of the century. The assaults of climate change do not end at 2100 just because most modeling by convention sunsets at that point. This is why some studying global warming call the 100 years to follow the century of hell. Climate change is fast, much faster than it seems we have the capacity to recognize and acknowledge, but it is also long, almost longer than we can truly imagine. At 2 degrees, the ice sheets will begin their collapse. 400 million more people will suffer from water scarcity. Major cities in the equatorial band of the planet will become unlivable. And even in the northern latitudes, heat waves will kill thousands each summer. There would be 32 times as many extreme heat waves in India, and each will last 5 times as long, exposing 93 times more people. This is our best case scenario. At 4 degrees, there would be 8 million more cases of Dengue fever each year in Latin America alone, and close to an annual global food crisis. There could be 9% more heat-related deaths. Damages from river flooding would grow 30-fold in Bangladesh, 20-fold in India, and as much as 60-fold in the United Kingdom. In certain places, 6 climate-driven natural disasters could strike simultaneously. And globally, damages could pass 600 trillion, more than twice the wealth as exists in the world today. I thank all of you who are so respectful. Thank you. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
No, there's not.
Is there anyone present who's not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing no one, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the September 29th, 2025 minutes of the Environment and Public Works Committee before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk.
25-0308. Classification of action and determination of significance pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act for the acquisition of easements for the Moscow Road Bridge Replacement Project in the town of Hamlin.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Bonnick, seconded by Legislator Maffucci. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
25-0310, classification of action and determination of significance pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act for the acquisition of easements for the Calkins Road Highway Improvement Project in the town of Henrietta.
Second.
Moved by legislator Bonnet, seconded by legislator Maffucci. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, new business. The next item on the agenda is new business. So, okay, anybody have any items? Through to the administration, let's just put it that way. We'd like to ensure that we're adequately prepared and do not encounter any cash flow issues due to delayed reimbursements. Given the current uncertainty surrounding federal and state funding and considering a significant portion of our grants operate on a reimbursement basis, have we received any guidance or communication regarding the status of grant funding for our various programs to rely on reimbursement for the upcoming budget year?
Through you, Madam Chair, the only information I've received from federal agencies has been that while they're shut down, their federal systems for us to request monetary reimbursement are still up and they're still functioning. And other than that, that's really the only communication I have received from the federal government.
Thank you. And have you received any guidance from the state at this point?
Through you, Madam Chairperson, there has been some initial information from the state regarding SNAP admin reimbursement, but that really has been the only formal communication we've received.
Thank you. Okay. There being no other matters, the October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Environment and Public Works Committee will be held on Monday, November 24th, 2025 at 5:15.
The October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Human Services Committee will now come to order. The clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Blankley. Mr. Blankley is present. Ms. Bonnet. Ms. Bonnet is present. Mr. Brew. Mr. Brew is present. Mr. Cruz.
Presente.
Mr. Cruz is present. Mr. Dondorfer. Mr. Dondorfer is present. Chairwoman Hasman. Here. Chairwoman Hasman is present. Mr. Milne. Mr. Milne is present. Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons. Here. Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
Yes, there is. When I call your name, please come forward to the podium. You'll have 2 minutes in which to address the committee. Please conclude when the buzzer sounds. Our first speaker is Isabella Rosa.
Hello, thank you. My name is Isabel Rosa. And I am here on behalf of the Children's Agenda. I am the Community and Parent Advocacy Coordinator. And I am also here representing about 75 parents in the Rochester, Monroe County area. And we also have a petition regarding what I'll be sharing today. I also have handouts. I was told to bring about 12 copies for the legislatures, I'm thinking. Thank you. So my topic today is childcare. And as I said, I'm here representing about 75 parents. And the parents really want me to make it clear that if childcare issues in Monroe County, and of course, we also have a fight with the state. If the childcare issues with Monroe County are remedied and alleviated, it could take some of our parents right out of poverty if they could secure childcare so that they can work. Monroe County has emerged as the leader among New York's counties on childcare policy. Monroe County lowered parent fees and increased reimbursable child absences to the limits allowed under state law and currently operates the largest childcare assistance program outside of New York City. More children and families have received help affording the cost of childcare in Monroe County today than at any point in the past 15 years. To build on that history and innovation and commitment to supporting families, we urge you to include the following 3 recommendations in your plan for 2026. Increase certification periods for families receiving childcare assistance to 2 years. Instead of every 1 year, we're asking that it be increased to every 2 years. This will allow a parent or parents or families to secure and guarantee themselves and their children childcare for at least 2 years without any hiccups. The second recommendation is to commit sufficient resources to ensure that Monroe County can continue to serve every eligible family that is approved for childcare assistance program. And finally, the third one is to ensure that there are enough staff to manage the volume of childcare assistance program applications. There seems to be some barriers with the application process for the community to finally take off and have childcare. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? All right, seeing none, this will conclude the public forum. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the September 30th, 2025 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk?
Referral 25-0314, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services for the 2025-2026 Aid to Crime Laboratories Grant Program. Office of the Medical Examiner.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Vasquez Simmons, seconded by Legislator Blankley. Is there any discussion? Yes, Legislator Milne.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to the administration. And while I understand we're talking about a grant right now, but we are talking about the medical examiner's forensic toxicology laboratory as well. Could we please get the update for the legislature regarding wait times at the medical examiner's office?
Through the chair. As of right now, the toxicology laboratory's turnaround time is holding steady at about a month, but I cannot speak to the medical examiner's office as a whole.
Any other discussion? Yes, Legislator Brew.
Excuse me, through the chair of the administration. The medical examiner's office, as part of the reworking of the medical examiner's office in the not too distant past, it allocated a position for a community liaison. Has that position been filled, and if so, how is that position performing? And if not, why has not that? And if not, why has that position not filled?
Through the chair. That does not pertain to the toxicology laboratory. That is more the medical examiner's side. They would have to check up and follow and give you an answer for that.
Okay. So through the chair, to you, there is no one here in the medical examiner's office that's prepared to answer that question, correct?
Through the chair, there is not anybody here from the medical examiner's side.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0315, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Office for the Aging for the Unmet Need Program and amend Resolution 428 of 2024 as amended by Resolution 97 of 2025 and Resolution 187 of 2025. Authorization to contract for Office for the Aging programs in 2025-2026.
Move it, Madam Chair.
Moved by Legislator Vasquez Simmons, seconded by Legislator Blankley. Is there any discussion? Legislator Smith.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, are there going to be any full-time or part-time positions within these agencies or programs being funded through this grant?
Through the chair, the funds are used primarily for our core services, and there will be 2 agencies that funds are going to who are planning to hire additional people to meet that need.
Thank you. Any other discussion?
Yes.
Seeing none? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Legislator Bonnet.
Yes, to the administration through the chair. How long is the waiting list for the unmet needs that we're seeing?
So we collect wait list and demand information across all of our programs. So for some programs, wait list of maybe a 2-month wait. For others, it's a couple of weeks. It really depends on the service.
Okay, and following up, what kinds of things are people asking for that weren't able to be supported before this increasing funding?
Through the chair, some of the items that we are going to be supporting are transportation services for individuals. We're going to be supporting funding for Lifespan that operates our front door, our no wrong door system, to actually be able to take some of those needs and help people immediately with services they need. We will be providing meals to individuals. So if you'd like more information, I can provide that.
Okay, thank you. I yield.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Under other matters, I was wondering if I could ask the administration, please, if you have any, have you heard from any of our state or federal partners about the potential funding for SNAP coming to an end on November 1st for our Monroe County residents receiving SNAP?
Through the chair, Jennifer Cesario, CFO. So I don't work at DHS, but I did receive word that currently funding for SNAP programs in states has been halted. So depending on when and if the federal government opens, that will be when funds are released for SNAP benefits for November. So currently there is a potential that Monroe County residents will not get their SNAP benefits for November in a timely fashion.
Okay, thank you for that. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Seeing none, there being no other matters, the October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Human Services Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Human Services Committee will be held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2025 at 5 p.m.
The October 27th, 2020 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Chardy. Mr. Chardy is excused. Mr. Cruz.
Presente.
Mr. Cruz is present. Chairman Frazier.
Present.
Chairman Frazier is present. Ms. Hasman.
Here.
Ms. Hasman is present. Mr. McCabe. Mr. McCabe is present.
Is there anyone who signed up for the public forum?
No, there is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the September 29th, 2025 minutes of the Planning and Economic Development Committee before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk.
25-0312. Authorize a contract with Greater Rochester Enterprise, Inc. for general operating expenses.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Hughes-Smith, and seconded by Legislator McCabe and Santos. Is there any discussion? Yes.
Yes, thank you, Chairman Frazier. Through the chair, to the administration, what is the reason for the additional 5,000 in funding?
Through the chair, the increase was shared with investors last year, looking ahead at expected increases in costs across the board for the organization in 2025. The investor level at the $50,000 mark had not changed for a couple of decades. So it was timed, according to the organizational leadership, it was overdue for a slight increase.
A follow-up to that through the chair to administration. So we would expect that 55,000, I would say it will be the standard moving forward until they determine another increase.
Through the chair, yes, that's the expectation currently.
Thank you. I yield.
Is there any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will be held on Monday, November 24th, 2025.
All right. The October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Burgess.
Here.
Mr. Burgess is present. Mr. Colby. Mr. Colby is present. Mr. Cruz. Presente. Mr. Cruz is present. Ms. DiFlorio. Ms. DiFlorio is present. Mr. Dondorfer. Mr. Dondorfer is present. Ms. Hughes-Smith. Ms. Hughes-Smith is present. Chairman Long.
Here.
Chairman Long is present. Mr. Maffucci.
Here.
Mr. Maffucci is present. Mr. Milne. Mr. Milne is present. Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons.
Here.
Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, is there anyone signed up for public forum?
There is not.
The next item on our agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the September 30th, 2025 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on our agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 25-0318, acceptance of a grant from New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services for the fiscal year 2022 Explosive Detection K-9 Team Grant Program Enhancement.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Maffucci, seconded by Legislator Vasquez Simmons. Are there any questions or discussion? Legislator Dondorfer.
Thank you, sir. Through you to the administration. Why is this grant from fiscal year 2022?
Through the chair, Jennifer Curley from the Sheriff's Office. That is the round of funding that the state is currently at right now. They just released FY23 last week.
Wonderful. Thank you. I yield.
Any other questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0319, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee for the Police Traffic Services Program.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Maffucci, second by Legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any question or discussion? Legislator Vasquez Simmons.
Yep. Through the chair. Can we receive some data on the number of tickets issued and their location?
Through the chair, certainly, but what time period?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Through the chair, what time period of tickets do you want?
If you can give the year for the year.
Sure.
Through the chair.
For the 2024 year, we wrote 14,112 tickets.
Okay. Through the chair, would you be able to provide us via email, the locations those were submitted? They're issued?
Through the chair, you want the
locations of the tickets.
That's
that
right.
were, through the chair, yes, we can do that, but that will take some collaborating to get all that data.
Yep, if it helps, and through the chair, if it helps, if we can have it by zip code, that would be great.
Through the chair, we will try that, yes.
Okay, I yield.
Any other questions or discussion? Legislator Hughes-Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, this appears to have a slight increase of funding over last year. Do we have an explanation for why we're so lucky?
Through the chair, there was just additional available money for the county. The county gets the award and it's split up by the Traffic Safety Board. So the county just received a little bit more and all the agencies received more.
Thank you, I yield.
Any other questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters?
Mr. Chairman.
Oh, Legislator Hughes-Smith, sorry.
Thank you. I have two items, if I may. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, a few months back, I made two requests, and I would just like to follow up on those. So one was, I thought, pretty straightforward. We have, in the last 3 years, increased the number of patrol officers by 51, and I was seeking some kind of a report on how, the work or workload has shifted as a result of these additional hires. Are we covering more territory? Are we issuing more tickets? Are we, having less overtime? Would love to have some feedback on that. Please and thank you. And my second item was I had also inquired of the Sheriff's Department as to their plan to comply with the Climate Action Plan, as the Sheriff's Department, I believe, may have the most significant number of vehicles, and there are indeed alternatives to gasoline in other communities around the country. So I have not heard a response on that either. So please and thank you on the information. Thanks.
To the chair, yes, we will work on that.
Thank you. Are there any other matters? There being no other matters on the October 27th, 2025 meeting of Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. Our next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m.
The October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Recreation and Education Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ms. Bartholomew McCoy. Here. Ms. Bartholomew McCoy is present. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman is present. Ms. Hasman.
Here.
Ms. Hasman is present. Mr. Johns. Mr. Johns is present. Mr. McCabe. Mr. McCabe is present. Mr. Sinclair.
Here.
Mr. Sinclair is present. Chairman Baynes.
Here.
Chairman Baynes is present.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
No, there is not.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Well, inspired by my fellow educator, Legislator Hughes-Smith, I did a little research that relates to our committee. And as you know, we have here in Monroe County the strong National Museum of Play. And there's been a lot of research on play and how important it is for the development of people. And I think this committee is doing a great job, and this county, in offering opportunities for play. So there's a list of 10 things that play does. And I'm inviting the committee members to interrupt me if you want to say anything about each of them. And I'm going to read them. This is from the Strong National Museum of Play website. Play strengthens you. Play makes you smarter. Play helps you solve problems. Play boosts creativity. Play reduces stress. Play helps you make friends. Play enhances attractiveness. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah. It's made, hey, Legislator Johns, it's worked for both of us. Play builds resilience. Play promotes discovery. And the most important, number 10, play is fun. I'm only going to read that once a year. Okay. Am I out of order? Okay. So the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the July 22, 2025 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk.
25-0313. Authorize a contract with Carousels and Carving, Inc. for professional restoration services for the Ontario Beach Park.
Move it.
Denzel Carousel Restoration Project.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Bartholomew McCoy, seconded by Legislator Hasman. Is there any discussion? Legislator Bartholomew McCoy.
Yes, through the chair, are we going to receive updates on this project as it goes along?
Through the chair, yes, updates could be provided.
Great, thank you. I yield.
Legislator Sinclair.
Through the chair, were there any other respondents to the RFQ?
Through the chair, yes, there were. In addition to the proposal from Carousel and Carvings, there was one from Red Hot Restorations out of Syracuse.
Could you repeat the name?
Sorry, could you repeat the name of the other bidder?
Yes, the other one was Red Hot Restorations out of Syracuse.
Red Hot Restorations.
Yes.
Okay. You set? Yes, Legislator Hasman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, I just want to commend this project. I'm so delighted that there's going to be an ADA accessible component to this. As our chairman eloquently stated, play is for everyone. So thank you for including that in this scope of work.
Thank you. And anyone else? I have a quick question. Is this a restoration or will there be any alteration to any of the objects within the carousel?
Through the chair, it is essentially a restoration, but the aforementioned ADA addition would be something that would be new. Otherwise, it's just strictly a renovation.
The ADA, which is very exciting to you, administration, the ADA is exciting, but accessibility, will we have to remove some of the existing material, horses, if you will, or objects in order to do that?
Through the chair, the plan is to not do that at this point. Part of that will be evaluated on how they could get an ADA ramp into a chariot. I think what they're going to do is try to renovate an existing chariot.
Thank you. Before we vote, I've got 10 grandkids, 7 in Monroe County, and they're going to love this. They already do love it. So thank you for your good work. All righty. We're going to vote. All who are in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There are not. There being no other matters, the October 27, 2025 meeting of the Recreation and Education Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Recreation and Education Committee will be held on Monday, November 24th. So it will be a Monday. Yeah, that's right. At 6 p.m. Thank you, everybody.
The October 2025 meeting of the Transportation Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Hispanic. Hispanic is present. Burgess.
Here.
Mr. Burgess is present. Mr. Colby. Mr. Colby is present. Mr. DiFlorio. Mr. DiFlorio is present. Mr. Frazier. Ms. Hughes-Smith.
Here.
Ms. Hughes-Smith is present. Mr. Keller. Keller is present.
Is there anyone signed up for the forum?
No, there's not.
Anyone present who is not signed up would like to address the seeing no one, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the July 22nd, 20. Must be September. Oh, you're right. Okay. 2025 minutes of transportation committee before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any delay of the day. The next item on the agenda is Madam Clerk.
Referral 25-0307, authorization to memorialize Curtis Allen, son of Román, in honor of Dr. Joseph Mendon, former president of the Monroe County Legislature.
Second. Legislator Burgess, could you mute? Okay, thanks. Okay. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 25-0316, acceptance of federal and state aid for the operation and maintenance of the James R. Pond Regional Traffic Operations Center.
Move it.
Moved by Legislator Bonnet, second by Legislator Colby. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. There being no other matters, are there any matters? No other matters. Are there any other matters to come before us? Ricky, do you want to join us? Legislator Fraser, sorry. Okay. There being no other matters, the October 27th, 2025 meeting in the Transportation Committee will remain open until the end of the business day. The next meeting of the Transportation Committee will be held on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025 at 5:15 p.m.
The October 27, 2025 meeting of the Ways and Means Committee will now come to order. Before we read the roll, I would like to take this opportunity to wish the Chief of Staff of the Republican Office, Riley O'Brien, a very happy birthday.
Objection.
As the
objection.
As a senior citizen, I can say it's important to keep having birthdays. I would sing happy birthday, but all of you would tune out. So we're not going to do that, but happy birthday, Riley. Will the clerk please read the roll?
Ms. Barnhart. Ms. Barnhart is present. Ms. Bartholomew McCoy.
Here.
Ms. Bartholomew McCoy is present. Mr. Baynes. Mr. Baynes is present. Mr. Brew. Mr. Brew is present. Mr. Colby. Mr. Colby is present. Mr. Dondorfer. Mr. Dondorfer is present. Mr. Keller. Mr. Keller is present. Chairman Maffucci.
Here.
Chairman Maffucci is present. Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons. Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present. Mr. Udelson. Mr. Udelson is present.
Will Legislator Smith please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any speakers signed up for the public forum?
There are not.
Is there anyone here who would like to address the committee at this time? The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the minutes from the September 30, 2025 meeting before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 25-0309, authorize the acquisition of easements and real property for the Moscow Road Bridge Replacement Project in the town of Hamlin.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Vasquez Simmons, seconded by Legislator Udelson. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 25-0311, authorize the acquisition of an easement and real property for the Calkins Road Highway Improvement Project in the town of Henrietta.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Vasquez Simmons, seconded by legislator Udelson. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, item carries. Next item.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we consider the rest of the agenda as a whole with the exception of items number 250320 and 250321.
Moved by legislator Udelson, seconded by legislator Smith. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 25-0320, approve the collective bargaining agreement between the Monroe County Executive and the Monroe County Airport Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 1636, AFL-CIO.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Vasquez Simmons, seconded by legislator Udelson. Is there any discussion?
Legislator Dondorfer as well.
Seconded by legislator.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Legislator Baynes.
Through you to the administration, Mr. Chairman, how many members are there in this bargaining unit?
Through the chair, there's currently 18 members.
So I'm doing some math here, please. Excuse me. So if you look at the, through you to the administration, if you look at the 5 years of the contract, I didn't average it, but I would guess that the average cost to the county is around $64,000 per year. So with 18 members, that's if that's accurate, it's close. That's $3,555 per member for the life of the contract. Does that include savings from the high deductible plan that all the bargaining unit members are moving to?
Through the chair, no, that it does not, but you are correct in what the approximate average is each year.
So do we have an average salary for one of our 8 for the bargaining unit members? Is that a working number that is used through you, Mr. Chairman?
Through the chair, the average salary for a captain currently is $89,859, and for a firefighter is $67,089.
Through you, thank you. So through you, Mr. Chair, the average raise is going to be 5 times 3,500. I'm trying to do it in my head. I think that's 17,500. And I applaud the appropriate and equitable payment to first responders. I always have and always will. But through you to the administration, what comps do we use for this particular collective bargaining unit because they are so specialized?
Through the chair, we look at other airports throughout the state to see if they have a specialized firefighter unit that is specific to the airport. We look to them. We also look just in general at the title with regards just to the area.
Thank you. So through you, were you able to find, I'm wondering if, other counties are configured differently and it's not possible to find a good comp. Does Erie County, I guess would they be a comp, or would Syracuse be a comp for our people? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, the Buffalo Airport does have a firefighter unit similar to the Rochester Airport, and their base pay currently right now is $60,947.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to explain my vote. Ever since I got elected at the same time, the current county executive was elected. It seems like we've been doing a great job settling collective bargaining agreements prior to expiration. And that is a sign of good faith on all parties. And I've been tracking the collective bargaining agreements for all of our units. And I think that the fact that we're using comps and we're seeking equity for our employees is a positive. I again encourage the administration to provide as much data as possible to the legislature, because I think data breeds friends. I think the more we know about how we're paying our people, the more legislators will be robustly supportive, as I am, of this referral. Thank you. I yield.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 25-0321, amend the 2025 capital budget to increase funding for the ERP system replacement project and decrease funding for the ERP security project. Amend Resolution 66 of 2024 to increase contracts for licensing enterprise resource planning and component system software and related project management and implementation services. Authorize interfund transfer.
Move it.
Moved by legislator Vasquez Simmons, seconded by legislator Udelson. Is there any discussion? Legislator Brew.
Thank you to the chairman, to the administration. With the implementation of the ERP system, aside from the costs, is there an anticipated value in that the software will be more user-friendly than the current software has been providing? I know that SAP has received a bad rap, and I've heard that through a number of different enterprises. So yeah, the basis of my question is, should the new software be easier to operate, more user-friendly, and in the end, maybe result in some lower costs manpower-wise to oversee the system and operate the system?
Through the chair, yes, Workday is much more user friendly. It is set up more similar to almost kind of like your Google or your Apple phone, in the sense of where it has a search bar. You can search for what you're looking for. You don't have to have a certain T code to run the report, similar to SAP. So yes, it is much more user friendly. I'm sure people will still need to be trained, and we'll have all of that going forward, but we expect it to be a much easier platform to use for the employees. Yes.
And a follow-up question through the chair of the administration. So typical employee, as they input their hours, would that feed directly into the system?
Through the chair, yes.
To the chair of the administration, does the current system accept hours directly fed into the system, or is that routed through some sort of supervisory channel? How does that work? Just curious.
Through the chair, currently an employee will put their time, their hours in. It goes to a supervisor for approval, which will be the same process in Workday.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Seeing none, there being no other matters, the October 27, 2025 meeting of the Ways and Means Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Ways and Means Committee will be held on Thursday, December 4th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m.